Hey, Smith School, Mr. Goodell here. Okay, so to watch this one, you should have watched the BrainPopJr video titled Sugar. On there, learned a lot of interesting facts. Let's dive a little deeper into what is in, I'll take this one, what is in these nutrition facts label. Now, everything you have in your refrigerator or in your cupboard or in your cabinet, all your snacks, all of the food that you eat should have one of these labels on it. What should we look for on these labels? They try and update them every couple years kind of thing to make certain numbers pop out. Certain numbers are a little bit smaller than others. But what should we look for and how can we read them? So if I have, let's say, if I have a red milk from our container at lunch or a brown milk, which one, if I really wanted to look at some of the differences, this is the stuff we're reading. Okay, not just the label, not just who's on the character, who's, what sports stars on the cereal bar box. But let's look at these things because these will not lie. These are the things that are required by law to be on every single thing that you buy in whether to eat. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at basically 4 different things on a box on a nutrition fact. Okay, one of the first important thing is the serving size. Now, this example is a box of pasta. This is 1 pound of pasta. Probably you have a bunch of these in your cabinet, make mac and cheese, macaroonies, my girls call them, any type of pasta. Now, serving for this is kind of tricky because this might feed, I don't think, usually you have like a big bowl of pasta. But here it says 8 servings per container. So would this last you 8 times? So your serving size is 2 ounces. So how do we figure that out? Well, you can kind of do some math, but would you make 1 box of pasta for 8 people? I don't know. I don't think so. I would probably make this for maybe my family of 5, and we would probably finish that if it's just like macaroni and cheese, homemade macaroni and cheese, or something like that. So the first thing is you're going to look at the serving size. Now, I have 2 Girl Scout cookies. I got Thin Mints, and I have some Samoas. My girls were selling them recently. Let's look at the serving size of these 2 different types of cookies. Now, Thin Mints are smaller. Samoas are a little bit bigger, have a little bit more stuff in them. So serving size, these are not the same serving size. If I wanted a serving size of Thin Mints, I can get 4 cookies. 4 cookies for Thin Mints. For a Samoa, look, it says 2 cookies. Ooh, they kind of, that's why it's important to read. So if you said, all right, I'm going to have either 4 of these and 4 of these, a lot different when you have to take in consideration of our serving size. So the first thing is serving size, serving information. Most things that we have as snacks are 1 serving size. So this is 1 serving per container. These are just little milks that I got from school, a little pouch of carrots. 1 bag of these is usually a serving size. But when you get to a box that is shared between a family, then it gets a little tricky. I do a little math, a little division, a little multiplying, things like that. But most of the things that we eat that you bring in for school or something is designed for 1 serving size, okay? Let's go down to the number that is usually the biggest. And this is a little bit of a change from our previous labels. And if I held it back, even back here, you can see the number 200. That means 200 calories in 1 serving. And they wanted to make that number really big because calories in the video you just watched is basically a unit of measure that is how much energy is in that food. Now, not all calories are created equal, but they want you, the FDA, which kind of makes these labels and tells companies, well, you got to put this here, you got to put this there. The calories, they want that to be really bold. As you can see, that's a big, bold number. Even on our chocolate milks or our regular milks, we have those numbers nice and big. That is very important because even on my carrots here, look, big, bold number. They want you to know how many calories that your food has. Now, as the video described, you want to maintain an equal balance of calories going into your body and calories going out of your body or using that energy, whether you're running a lot, you're playing sports, you're walking your dog a lot, you're just taking long walks outside, riding your bike. Being active is a good thing, and you can fill your body up with calories. So you don't want that balance, and it talks a little bit about the video, and we'll talk about it later. But your balance of calories into your body should be very equal to the calories that you use to move, to think, to write down things, to play sports, and to do all those fun stuff. So let's take a look at our chocolate milk and our regular milk. So the third one will be our nutrients. So all the way on the bottom here, these is a list of all different types of things, and I'll read them and I'll kind of show you that way. So we have how much fat is in our drink here, cholesterol, sodium, carbohydrates. Now these are all big words. One of the ones I want to kind of highlight is this one right here. It says includes 0 grams of added sugar. This is also a big change to our cookies and our products that we have. What is added as sugar? So as you can see, these two milks are pretty similar, except when you get to, that's going to be tough to see, but except when you get to included sugar. So this is chocolate milk. This is just regular low-fat milk. You can choose both of these at school. Your mom and dad won't know which one you choose. They might say pick the red one or the blue one, but are they really going to know? So if you want to make a healthier choice, you can kind of look, this one has a little bit more calories, right? But what we're really looking for is the added sugar. It has 11 grams of added sugar, which means it wasn't found in this milk. Milk has sugar in it already, but they added some milk to make it chocolatey or strawberry or any other flavors that you have in a milk. Same thing with these cookies, a lot of added sugar. So go for a snack, go for something that doesn't have a lot of added sugar. Fruit, however, has a lot of sugar in it. It's natural sugar. Not a lot of times does fruit, an apple or a banana or a bag of carrots have added sugar to it because they're good the way they are. You could find a carrot like this in nature, and you could grow this in your backyard, and it looks identical or very, very similar. I say to the kids in school, if it looks like it does when it grows and you can eat it that way, chances are it's going to be healthy. A banana or an apple from a tree looks pretty similar to what you have on your counter, and you can eat it right there raw. You don't have to cook it. It's good for you that way. The last part I want you to kind of look at and just be mindful, these are all big things, but is the ingredient list. Okay, some of the foods that we eat have an ingredient list that has to go to the back. And that means there's a lot of processed food in it, a lot of things that I can't even pronounce. Guess how many ingredients are in this bag of carrots? 1, it's carrots. That's it. There's a perfect snack for you. Carrots. There's nothing else in here but baby carrots. Let's look at these cookies. Some of these words I can't even pronounce, to be honest. So we have sugar. Ooh, the first ingredient on every list is the most. So is sugar like the best thing for us to reach for as the first thing in ingredients? So I'm going to look at Samoa's. No knock on my Girl Scouts out there, but first ingredient of a Girl Scout cookie, sugar, vegetable oil. We have flour, vitamin B, sweetened condensed milk, cocoa, glycerin, invert sugar, caramel color, dextrose, natural and artificial flavor, soy lecithin, carcinogen, milk, coconut. I can't even pronounce some of these words. So some of the things that we look for has a little bit less ingredients. Chances of, if you have an apple, it's just an apple, right? A banana, just a banana. Now here's a tricky one. These come with our lunch. I get some of these lunches from our school. They're free, they're nutritious, but maybe some of the things we should choose over the other ones. Look at this one. Dried cranberries. Hey, it's a fruit. Mr. Goodell, it's pretty good. It's like a raisin. Only a couple ingredients. Dried cranberries, sugar, sunflower oil. Okay, I'll try it. Let's read. 22 added sugars, which means dried cranberries aren't going to taste this sweet by themselves, so they have to add a little sugar to make it a little bit I guess more appealing. I don't know, a lot more sugar. So go into your pantry, go into your fridge, check out the nutrition facts. How many servings are on there? And then kind of just keep an eye out for your list of ingredients. The first list on any ingredient, whether it's food or products like shampoo or soap or things in your bathroom like that, the first ingredient is always the biggest. So if your first ingredient is whole grain wheat, that's a little bit better than having the first ingredient as sugar or something like that. So go check it out. Go look through your pantry, look at some of the labels, and start to be a little bit more constant. Think about what you are eating. Look at some. If you can't read them, hey, I can't read some of these, but your parents can help you. Your mom and dad can help you, and just think of some things maybe you should be eating instead of other ones. So, chocolate milk, regular milk. Hey, I'm gonna look. This one has a lot more sugar. I'll have this one, and then maybe choose that next time. Okay. So for Jim, for health, I'm signing off. Have a good day. Make the right choices.